right, so why don't we get started? Let me bring up our panel. First of all, we have our moderator, a senior writer for Entertainment Weekly, Miss Alinda Wheat. Secondly, our senior executive producer, Mr. Kripke. He wasn't able to make it last year, but he's here this year, Mr. Padalecki. Jensen, Ackles. Supervising producer and a writer for, I'm sure, most of your favorite episodes, Miss Sera. And co-executive producer and writer of most of your other favorite episodes, Mr. Edlund. Who writes the other most of your favorite episodes. Turn it over to Miss Alinda Wheat.
Hey, super fans. I guess my first question was answered, sort of. Where exactly is Dean?
Yeah. Exactly, again. Out of hell, apparently. Dean, you know, for us in the writer's room, kind of on day one, me, Sera, Ben, and the rest of the gang, we're like, we're talking about, you know, season 4, and we said, you know, the big question is, does Dean get out of hell? And then about 20 seconds later, we were like, well, no shit, he gets out of hell. So then we quickly moved on to the next question, which is how he gets out of hell, and that the mystery of what brought him out and what he was doing in hell, and what Sam was doing in his time away from Dean, that these would be the interesting questions and the primary concerns of season 4, which, you know, we're creating to unfold with a lot more mystery than, you know, than maybe we've done in past seasons. Of just, there's this, it's 4 months later, as you can see, and sort of how they spent that time away from each other, which has been really fun for the writers to write. Because they can surprise each other again, and they can keep secrets from each other, and we haven't been able to do that since the beginning of season 1. So it's been fun.
And not just because he's out of hell doesn't mean he's out of danger.
If he was out of danger, this would become a very boring. No, it's all the same. And in fact, we think the danger gets worse, and I think we ratchet it up. And I think there'll be times where he'll be looking fondly back on his time in hell. It was so warm. It was like a jacuzzi. I think I got it first.
Birthday present for you. Oh shit.
All right, enough of the Jared Jensen battle. Behave yourselves. Yeah, who loves me?
Next question is for Jensen. Hi. At some point, Eric or one of the other producers must have sat you down and said, "We're going to have to kill you." Tell us about that conversation.
No, that didn't happen. I just read it. It's like, what the? Yeah, it's they just kind of unfold things to us as we get scripts. So until we make a phone call down there and go, what the hell are you doing? And then they'll give us some insight. But I remember when I read it last season that you know, oh, I'm going to hell. Okay. Flipping through that last script and I get to the last page and it's like, come on, it's got to be a typo. Like I knew it wasn't. So then I called Eric and I was like, so how am I coming back? He's like, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. So.
Start worrying about your mortgage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so much for house hunting.
And now to be fair, Jared, Sam took a seriously bloodthirsty turn last season. He had a really good explanation for it, though. Right? He's just trying to be more like Dean, trying to go through this world with the demons. Should we buy that explanation?
First and foremost, let's hear it from my support for like the performance you just saw. It's all about the support crew. So I just want to say I worked really hard. I think it's some of my finest work.
Riveting performance.
I think, yeah, Sam, unless the brilliant bookends of this panel know otherwise, I think Sam believes he's coming from a place of wanting to make the world a better place. I think he really thinks he wants to get rid of demons. He's not like, maybe I'll just entertain the idea of just being a killer. Like I think, you know, his role models have unfortunately been this clown and our dad, so we don't have much to go on. Something's going on. And so, yeah, but he's coming from a place of wanting to get rid of demons and ghosts and baddies, just like his folks, or his dad and his brother.
So we shouldn't still be nervous about that night.
As long as Eric is creating the show, you should always be nervous.
And Eric, speaking of their dad, how likely are we to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
You love that, Jeffrey. There's an open invitation for Jeff. Jeffrey's like a busy and fantastic man. I mean, Watchmen, holy. But we love him and we love the role and we love seeing them together. And in a show like Supernatural, no one's dead forever. And you know, you can always find ways to bring people back. Honestly, it's about scheduling. He's so busy and awesome. But if we can do it, we would love to do it.
Well, speaking of people not exactly being dead.